So right now I have this case and I'm trying to figure out if it's an ITX or if it's a mATX case. How do you fit an mATX motherboard in here? What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Now today I have this little case right here. It's actually the Tecware QUAD. Now the case has been out for quite some time already and I managed to get hold of this. So thank you so much for sending this over to Tecware. You guys are awesome. Well, all credits aside and stuff like that. Now this Cube Factor case is actually something that you want to consider if you're more of a portable kind of guy. If you go to LAN parties much, if you like something that's cleaner, if you don't like big ass cases like what I do, then you should actually get this case simply because it's pretty cheap. It's about 179 ringgit. Now I'm jumping into the price point simply because I don't want you to have the impression that I'm comparing this with any other Cube cases like say the Air 240 and stuff, because from a price point of view it is really, really different. But then again, if you want to look right inside the case, jumping quickly inside the case now, I'm gonna quickly open this up. Oh god, screw dropped. I'm gonna quickly open the case and for you to have a look and see what's inside. Now inside of the case you can actually fit obviously an mATX motherboard and it's really, really tight in here. Now I'm a bit skeptical about the fact that airflow, as simple as airflow, because it does look really, really tight in here, and the fact that at the top part of here it's not exactly mesh, or it's not something that you can actually mount some fans on top of it, and only the front one has some decent fan, there's some decent cooling, decent fan plug. There's some decent cooling because you get a 200mm fan right in front here. So, but then again, I haven't actually seen much of third-party or higher quality 200mm fans, but then again, size does matter, so obviously a bigger fan potentially could give you more airflow, but then again, you can also fit two 120 fans right on the left and right, so you get two separate fans. Obviously, static pressure fans would definitely works much better for cases like these. Now, if you were to put a rat in here, now here's the thing about putting rats or an AIO or radiator and stuff. I'm not even talking about custom water cooling because, you know, from a price point, if you were to buy this case, then probably you're not considering custom water cooling, though it is something really interesting to see if you were to put in custom water cooling. Now I have this rat right here, it's the Maelstrom 240, something like that, and you have to put it from the inside, so basically you're going to have a pull configuration, and it's really, really tight though, from if you put it from the inside. You can't actually put it from the outside. I'm trying to put this here. Oh god. There we go. So I'm just gonna really turn this around and see if you could actually look at it. So your rat will have to go in really, really tight in here. So you're gonna have a pull configuration. You can't actually fit the fan outside because generally fans are about I think 25mm in terms of thickness as well. So you can actually put it in here. So you're gonna just shut this little case right here. So automatically means that you need static pressure fans or fans that with higher airflow, or maybe an AF120. No, they don't have an AF120, do they? I think they do have an AF120 if I'm not mistaken. Just haven't been updated much. Now, speaking about PSU, I'm going to take out this rat at first. You can actually fit a general size PSU, but the only issue is if you were to use a semi-modular or a non-modular PSU, what's going to really happen is that you're going to have a big issue with trying to just fit in all the cables into the thick ass, the non-modular cables. You can actually remove them or custom them, so that's going to be a big issue. But if you were to use a fully modular one, then you could potentially do that. Now in this case, you can also fit a two hard disks, two 3.5-inch hard disk, and obviously two SSDs as well. Motherboard wise, obviously mATX motherboards, but the good part about having a motherboard laid flat on a case, you don't get any GPU sagging, and you get 4 PCI slots, which obviously makes a lot of sense. You get one extra fan right behind here as well. Ventilation wise, just going to go back to ventilation again, you actually get 4 little vents, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom of the case. I'm just going to quickly show you right here. You're going to get 2 at the bottom of the case as well, and you get a little filter right here. This is obviously for your PSU, ventilation for your PSU. No dramas about that. Now looking at the back of the case, you can actually see it's really simple to put in your PSU. Obviously I used the wrong screw. That's kind of awful if I use the wrong screw. But just to show you, I fitted in the CX650M from Corsair. That's probably one of my test PSUs. Now the other thing I want to talk about is this specific case is the fact that, you know, it's really, really light. You don't actually get much weight, but obviously you're paying 179 ringgit, so you don't expect something really steely or something like really beyond its league. Now the other thing is there are some mods actually required. If I were to buy this specific case, I'll probably mod this. The top part, I'll probably mod it so I can put 2 extra fans. Now if you were to use an air cooler, on the other hand, you do actually get much more fan racks. You get actually 2 over here. So you actually get 2 plus one on your fan, so you get 3. If you were to put 2 at 120 fans, you get about 6 fans. So that's more than adequate as long as your airflow is a positive airflow, not too much exhaust, because you're going to build like lots of dust in there and inefficient cooling. You can actually look right here. You can actually, I think you can actually like just bolt this whole thing, push it in, cut it out, and do some water cooling. It's pretty interesting to see if anyone could actually build a water cooling setup, but I think you need a much smaller motherboard for you to even fit the rest, because it's really, really tight in here. And the whole front I/O buttons are pretty tacky. They're just nice to press and everything. So it's really worth your money. Now, I'm not going to say that you should get this case. I'm really going to say if you're looking to get a smaller case and you have an mATX, if you have a 2-fan GPU, now GPU-wise again, you can't actually fit in a 3-fan GPU. You can, well, you can't exactly fit in a 3-fan GPU, but it's going to be really, really tight. So I would think that's going to really restrict airflow in that point from that sense. Now again, this case isn't a performance case. It's not a case that you buy for ultimate cooling. It's a case for aesthetics, but really at a cheaper price. Obviously, you get some really transparent side panels here, and I've seen also decent mods on this particular case. You can check it out on Facebook and stuff like that as well. And of course, let me know what you guys want to see in my next video. Maybe you guys want to see me turning this into a little test bench, and that'll be really interesting, because you know what? All you have to do to turn this into a test bench is just Dremel this thing out and just shift the front panels right down here, so you just automatically make it into turn it into a test bench. Now for 179 ringgit, you do get a lot for this particular case. Obviously, you don't get top-notch performance, you don't get top-notch quality. There are some flaws about this particular case, like the fact that there's not enough ventilation and stuff like that. You know, there's maybe should or potentially could actually have more room for fans. Now, again, like I said, I would probably put 2 fans up here, be 2 fans at the side. I know having fans on side panels are something a bit of 1990s or early 2000s. No one actually does that, but if it does help improve your overall cooling, why not, right? Anyway, a big shout out and thank you to Tecware Malaysia for sending this over. And of course, you can get this at eTech PC for what, 179 ringgit or less if you know how to speak to the guys over there. And of course, any other questions, leave them in the comment section below as well. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a big thumbs up too. And of course, share it around, man. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.